Board. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Three Fat Truckers, episode 107, released June 29th, 2025. You can find us on all the socials: Facebook, TikTok,
Instagram.
YouTube, Instagram,
You was
all of
doing
them.
X.
so good.
Sorry, these guys are distracting. We're in Goshen today.
Goshen. Why are we in Goshen?
We are at the truck show.
Truck
Blessing of
show,
the
you
Derail
say?
us. Don't derail us.
Blessing of the
Let her roll.
trucks. I'm the girl, Malia, the girl co-host, introducing the guys you've all been waiting for. Here's the Three Fat Truckers. Bill, go ahead and say hi.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Yeah, as Malia alluded to, we are here at the 2025 Blessing of the Trucks in Goshen, Indiana, at the Elkhart County Fairgrounds. We're having a good time. It's hotter than a snake's ass, but we're doing all right.
Welcome to summertime, everybody. Glad
Yeah.
we could be here. This is an awesome show. They feed fat truckers here, and that
For
was
free.
a big mistake.
They feed you for free. What was they thinking?
We're pretty.
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. This is your buddy Dave that's kind of trying to get. They have free ice cream, and it's not good with three fat
He
truckers.
Right.
thought he had a
Free.
root beer and he actually grabbed a cream soda.
And it was good. I didn't notice it till I read the can.
Yeah, and this is your other buddy Steve. Welcome to the show. Enjoy.
We're
So, how was your week this week, fellas?
I don't remember.
That good, huh? Was it hot? Was
I only
it
had a
cold?
3-day week because I could prepare
Air conditioner
for this.
breakdown? Anything good?
No, but the worst thing that happened is I blew an airline right off the chamber.
Where'd you meet him?
I thought
He'll
you were
never-
married. You
We
didn't
went
do
through
that
this
anymore.
earlier at breakfast
He'll
with
never
Dave
forget
Dexter's
me.
granddaughter. What'd she ask you, Dave?
Is it illegal for trucks
Tires.
to have flats going
No,
down?
something about blowing a tire.
Oh, yeah, is,
I told you, tell her I don't know a guy named Tire. So,
that's right.
She was-
well, we are here at the annual Blessing of the Trucks here in Goshen, Indiana. There is I went through and gave it a quick count. Give or take, I got about 76 or so.
Steve
And there's
can't
been a few
count, so there's
more.
probably more.
Well, I kicked my shoes off to get that high. But me and Malia rode through on the golf cart with the drone and got some footage and stuff and some good pictures here. Dave's going to cap cut her up later or whatever he's using these days to get some content out there.
Short.
Opus clip, but they're not paying us, so let's shut up about it.
What do you think of the trucks here, boys? So there's some nice ones here. A couple old Macs down there I seen.
Well, it looks like a Love's parking lot, but you know,
I didn't know.
see no turbines.
I didn't know they had
nowhere.
the blow
that's
up.
true.
What are you talking about, love partner?
I didn't know they had
Yeah, you got me
blow
there.
up and the little train rides for the guys.
Ain't no Freightliners or Volvos in
Don't
sight.
see any.
Yeah, there is on the back row.
Oh, in the back row. Of course
Right
they are.
there, there's a big old sleeper on that one back.
No, when they're old, it's a different story. There ain't no
Big old
new.
round twin window in
Yeah.
the front. Yeah. So,
Yeah, there is some
Mm.
pretty trucks here for sure.
Yep, I like
Yep.
the Mack truck.
Looks like a Love's parking lot.
It's not. You always see this many kids at a Love's parking lot.
Well, that is true. This is a great show.
It could have been a Wayward Fathers edition.
And
I
Love's
mean,
don't
all
give
the
out
children
anything
there.
for free. They charge you $175 just to swipe your card at the gas pump. They hold $175.
Thing I don't pay for the fuel.
Well, I'm sure they hold more than that for a semi, but for just a regular vehicle, they hold $175.
We're trying to. You got the view out there so they can see what's going on.
Well, I can real quick.
Yeah, kind of throw the view out there so that people can see.
Yeah,
what
this
we're kinda
is
looking
this
at.
is a very narrowed down view of it, but this is
But what a
Just kind of
wonderful
a-
day we're having for this.
they got some stuff games for the kids and that. Like
We're
we
gonna
said,
read
there's
that
food.
gentleman's phone from here. He don't know it.
And
Yeah.
it's plenty warm. I mean, like the
It's actually cooled off a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we got a breeze going.
yeah,
so-
we're under a tent, but it was like standing on the sun. Check all local listings. We got something else going on here, Dave. Why don't you, since you got one there in front of you, give them a little, give everybody a little lowdown here. What we got?
Well, before we
The
got all into this,
unveiling.
before we got into all this podcasting stuff, we kind of had a hobby for years, me and our producer Mike, of doing barbecue competitions. And we started back it all started with a company picnic back in '06. Boss knew we did a little cooking, wanted to know if we would cook for a company picnic. So, yeah, we started doing that and got a lot of compliments on it. So we started doing a little bit of catering and then bought some trailers and got into doing competition. So doing competition over the years, we've always made our own sauce and we always made our own rub. And we were sitting around talking a couple weeks ago, and how can we help promote our show stuff a little bit? And I said, why don't we just make our barbecue sauce, Low and Slow's recipe, and turn it out as 3 Fat Trucker barbecue sauce.
Great idea.
We've won awards with this. We've won over in Van Wert first and second places with it a few times.
Now give us the Billy Mazing infomercial. Go.
Billy Mazing.
Don't you remember all the information?
No, I don't
he used
remember
to
the
do?
information.
Where he's
He
like,
was the one that.
he died. The guy with the beard and dark hair, big black eye.
Hey, everybody, come get your. I don't know.
Yeah, $29.99 today. But if you all call within the next 10 minutes,
Oh yeah.
we'll knock it down to $29.99.
Yeah. So we're launching it today. We're not ready to distribute it everywhere yet, and probably in the next 2 weeks we're doing our rub. So there will be a 3 Fat Trucker barbecue sauce, a regular, and a hot, and there will also be a 3 Fat Trucker barbecue rub that you can put on. That's not quite ready yet,
What
but
can we rub it on?
you can rub it on whatever you like.
Rears.
That's the best
Will it
part.
give you a tingly
Rump
feeling?
roast.
Yeah, just
if you're
if you
willing
do-
to put up with the
Rears
consequences.
rump roast.
If it's hot and sticky out like this, can we use it like talcum powder maybe?
You could, but the ants kind of come with it.
Man.
So-
I bet the old coin purse when it's
And-
spent,
and-
I bet you it's going to burn.
And now, since I brought it up, the girl come out with a great idea as we were discussing all this, and hopefully by Christmas time we'll have this ready. But she wants to do box sets where you can get the hot,
I can't
regular,
believe there's not a
and
set of red.
rub all set up in a gift box for the holidays. So
I
we're working
can't
on
believe
getting that
there's
ready.
not a set of red lips on the side of this.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
No,
there
hold
may
that
be.
up. Hold that up for the camera.
Yeah,
there.
let's hold this up here.
I got stickers. We should put some red lips on them.
There you go.
Labels are going to be changed a little bit because we got hit with the back order. I don't know if what the holdup was, but they didn't get in.
Stickered what we had.
Yeah, we stickered what we had, and we did a small run on this first batch. But you guys interested in it? Throw us a text, throw us a little email, let us know.
Yep.
We will see what we can do and get some out to you guys.
FreeFratTruckers.org.
Yep.
3FT podcast.
Podcast.org.
Well, you'll get there one way or the other.
3FT
Facebook,
All that
podcast.org.
technology,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, all that
Daggum
on
old
TikTok.
technology. I ain't into all that there. Doing all that there.
So, if you want to try something, it's pretty good stuff. We've had good luck with it. Everybody seems to like it. Won several awards.
I thought it was delicious. I had it on some
Daggum, is there a
pork in there and
body in there? What you got in that box, boy?
fancy.
I don't know, but it had lights on it last night. They had it all lit up inside.
It's got chicken lights
It
on that
does have
box.
chicken lights all over his wagon.
Let me
Steve,
see-
you ain't
let
got
me get
chicken
that on
lights on your
camera.
wagon. What's the deal?
I ain't got wagon that
Look at
fancy.
this one. I want my casket to look just like that.
Chrome casket
Chromed
with
out
chicken lights.
casket with chicken lights on it.
Want to put a set of stacks on there too?
I want y'all to bring me in on a low boy.
Yeah. Hey,
Make sure it's got the slope nose on it so he can see over.
yeah, like the anteaters. Yeah. Yeah, well, how about we just cremate him and decorate a little vase, put a couple lights on it.
Whatever,
Couple of them
Steve.
magnet
I bet he
lights.
won't come
I
in
always
ashes.
said I
He'll
wanted
come
to be
all chunky.
cremated, Dave.
He come out chunky.
He'll come out chunky with lots of bones they
I
didn't
won't
burn
care.
up.
It'll be your problem.
I always said I wanted to be cremated
Well, I'll
and
rub
dumped
your
in a bag
skull.
of weed and have all my friends smoke me.
I'll rub your
Oh,
skull.
that's
I'll make
true.
all kinds of wishes. I'll be like,
Maybe I'll be retired.
Hey.
by then and I can get away with it.
6
Or
inches
take-
from the mic.
Oh, yeah. Daggum.
Daggone.
Well,
What
this
was he
daggum
talking about? The guy
technology.
dropping it out for he gets to the toilet, huh?
And he's like 12 inches away. Thought he was 6 inches.
Yeah, well, some 6 inches are longer than others.
That's true. It depends
As
if it's a
as
woman
you
or
be aware.
So anyways, my notes here. It says, more truck shows and fun times.
Hey, let's have it.
Well, we're here we are, another show, another week, and a wonderful outing at Blessing of the Trucks in Goshen, Indiana. We've had too much to cover from this show, but we're going to try and fit it in what we can. Great hosts and people in Goshen. They put up a family-friendly show that caters to all.
Except for inviting us.
Well, it's hard
I
to
do not
refrain and
qualify you
censor.
guys as
We try and
family
censor
friendly.
ourselves the best that we know how.
It's like bleep, bleep, bleep.
There's a lot of beautiful trucks here. Pretty much everything I've seen here, maybe except for I give up a handful, are all working trucks.
They are working trucks.
There's
They got
ones over here with
loads.
trailers on them, and they're loaded. They're loaded,
Uh-huh.
taking their
Frames and
34
racks
off.
and- yeah.
before they gotta
We
go.
got a load of axles over there. ready.
Axles, there's a load of lumber.
If I was working today and
I was
seeing
trying to
this,
talk
I
him
would
out of that
pull in, free food, go for little rides,
Heck yeah.
free ice
hit the
cream.
blue beacon, give it a
I could talk him out of that load of
shower.
lumber over there.
There's
But
showers here, free
Yeah, yeah.
shower. If I was
But-
working today, I'd driving by, I'd pull right on up in here.
Judge me.
Yeah.
But I will say, I mean, there's a lot of nice looking trucks in here today. I love going to the shows where these guys get them all polished up and everything. And even there's a few over there that, I mean,
I like you.
they're rough, but that's because they're working trucks.
I like the old school. We got some old B 1960
Max back here.
Max over here.
Yep.
We got a cab over Pete straight across.
Yep.
He's
Got
got a
some
low boy.
oversized
He's a working
loads.
truck. He's got his oversized
Yep.
permits on.
Well, they knew we were gonna be here. They
Yeah,
were
that's right.
like,
Well,
like at least
There's
three
an
of
old
them.
Ford 9000 right there,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh,
I drove one of them back in the
And
day.
he's hauling beams on it oversized.
Hey,
Yeah.
There's one for each of you guys. Look, oversized load,
Yeah.
oversized.
So when do they, at the end of the
Bill Ears is
show,
over there.
or during the show today, do they actually, is there a minister comes out and does the blessing?
I don't
Do you know how that
I
works?
don't know exactly how it works.
Well, we need to do some research here.
Well, that's
but we
true.
have-
We're going to try and get on the gentleman that's the one that
Yeah,
puts
he
us
just
together
went by.
every year. He's hiding from us. He knows that we want to talk to him.
Yeah, we're trying to get him over here.
We'll wrangle him over here,
If
though.
nothing else, we'll get his son up here or his nephew, which that's what I had to do last year. I couldn't get him, so I got his nephew
Try
up
and
here.
quiz him a little bit more about
Yeah,
how this all started and everything. Because originally, when they told you, Dave, this started how many years ago now?
I don't remember how long it, but it
These
did
two
start
will
off. It was
remember
the
things.
church.
Is this
These guys started
It's just
going
a
to
couple
church.
trucks.
Yeah, and there's over by Shipshawana, and it kept growing and growing and growing,
Ended up
and
getting here to
they had to
the
come to the
fairgrounds.
fairgrounds.
Yep.
And yeah, they're paying for it, but they are taking donations in there, and everybody's pitching
Yeah.
in.
And
I
this
mean,
fairgrounds here is really nice. This is a nice little setup for
brand
doing.
new blacktop. This
Yeah.
is great.
Which surprises me. Put Class 8 trucks heavy. Be like, stay on the grass, please.
Yeah, Beaver Stop. You need to come take some notes.
Beaver
The
stop.
The Beaver Stop is well aware of what we want.
You
They
gotta
just don't
take some
care.
notes. Come on, Beavers. What's your problem?
You listen
know
to
you get
Malia
popular.
Beavers.
You know you're getting popular when old Cletus Judd, T. Judd or whatever, comes out with a Bucky Beaver song.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
my.
yeah. So
I'll still forever call him the Beaver Stop.
yeah, it
Ah,
is.
I
I
like
do.
that you call it that because what I would call it would be a
Well,
lot less
she
friendly.
goes, I'm not promoting you, but you all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bill, I just call it the snail trail, you know.
The snail trail.
But they got good brisket. I can't hate them. I
Oh,
cannot
they got
hate
some
them.
of the best
I can't
brisket.
hate on
You
their
know, we
brisket.
tried it last
Both
night.
of you
Isn't that where
boys
you got
shut
that brisket
That's
from
right.
here? You went and bought it from the
Yeah,
Beaver Stop?
I drove 260 miles down and made Steve bring me up briskets from Bucky, but they won't sell it to him. They don't like him for some reason.
They won't sell him like as though it was a
I'm not
butcher
going over
shop.
this with you boys.
Okay.
Isn't it time for a break? Hey,
Hey, they got those beaver nuts you can have.
Oh,
this
them,
says it's time for a break.
them
Well,
beaver
we're
Right
not
back.
We'll
Pocket
make this.
Jesus,
We'll,
pocket Jesus.
we'll go ahead and make this one an
He
ad
pulled
free.
out the pocket Jesus.
Special treat for everybody, ad free.
ad free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special treat. That's a good
We'll
call.
go ahead and eat that 17 cents.
Hold on,
that we
hold
make
on.
On the advertising.
We got an ad.
There you go. Oh yeah.
3 Fat Truckers barbecue sauce.
Ah,
We have
yeah.
spicy and we have regular, and we'll have a nice barbecue rub to come later on.
You want something to put on your shelf? Most guys have several flavors of kinds
Yep.
barbecue sauce.
This stuff here, you can put it on a sandwich and put that sandwich on top of your head, and your tongue will beat you to death trying to get to it.
That's right.
Okay? 3 Fat Truckers barbecue sauce.
You gotta go-
There's our commercial.
Well done.
You gotta do that.
And
Yes.
back to live action now.
Back to-
Yeah.
Does that guy have one of them hats on? It's a visor with the hair on it. Look at him. Behind the cowboy hat.
Yes, he does.
You know how hot that's gotta be?
Or maybe that's just his hair.
No, it's one of them visors with the fuzz.
Oh, it's not his real hair.
No.
Are you
Sure
sure?
didn't? Yeah,
You
positive.
probably need one of
He
those.
comes over here and makes it all.
I do.
Yeah, you all
That's what
do.
you need.
if that hair ain't got breather holes in it, I ain't gonna get in
It's
it.
funny. I'm quite sure I've got 3 fat trucker hats, but whenever I need one, I can never.
Don't
track
ask.
one down.
You have
We
kids.
have someone watching us here. It's like I'm looking at her
I
going,
need to
don't
lock
ask.
one up in my toolbox or something.
Or in your truck.
Yeah.
David
Well, I
and-
got one in the big truck, but I don't
Oh.
have one. No, if it's in the pickup truck, it'll end up in one of these knuckleheads' room
Oh.
somewhere. Where'd they go? See, I don't even know where they're at, but
Well, that's perfect. They're not bothering
Chris
you.
Bill is
Yeah.
pointing at his kids for those of you who are
Yeah,
oh, I
one-
ended up pointing at all them over there, and they're like, "What are you pointing at me for?"
Yeah, then none of them are your kids.
they're
It's a-
just innocent bystanders. He's
Mike's looking at
fingering
me
over
like,
there.
"I didn't do anything."
And the poor
What?
guys from Worldwide Diesel's going like, what'd I do? I
Pointing.
just showed up to see you guys, you know?
He's giving him the finger.
It's their anniversary and you're yelling at them.
Yeah, you get arrested for that in 3 states.
I know. I've done a lot that I could get arrested for in 3 states.
I know you got your
West
wife
Virginia's
at a bus
okay
stop.
though.
3 or 4.
West
She's
Virginia's
standing
okay.
here, folks. She's standing here. She didn't smack me yet.
Well,
Hey, he
dadgum.
shared the story.
So, we got to give Steve a shout out.
What's
Because
that?
the man worked 16 hours
Oh
yesterday.
God, dude, it's.
He worked 2 shifts.
I don't know how I made it here.
And then he drove 8
I don't know
hours.
how I made it here.
He drove 8 hours to get here.
3 bags of sunflower seeds, 2 coffees,
And
Gatorade,
we told him we were meeting for breakfast at 9 o'clock.
and I beat all you bitches there.
He got to the restaurant and went to bed.
6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock. And
Cocaine's a hell of a
And
drug,
then,
kid.
and then I hear
Oh my.
fingernails on my window. Click, 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 click. I look up and she's going. Scared me half to death. Thought that was a homeless woman. But I had
It
been
was
woken
me.
up earlier because I'm laying there sleeping and I hear thunk. This old lady bangs the side of my truck with her door. And I sit up and she looks right at me. She said, "Oh, sorry."
Well, at least she's sorry. Well, there's a little one.
Oh, that's a new baby.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hate this.
That's a 2-year-old. 2-day-old. 2 weeks. Close enough.
Wow, wow.
I hate to
So
say it.
tiny.
Well, I probably should say it on the mic, but the
Too
other gal
small.
was carrying it earlier and a thing on her.
Yeah.
Looks like the head looked like a third tit sticking up between. I'm sorry.
You pervert. Everybody's going. Everybody's going. Why would you have that baby out in this heat? Well, we all grew up in this heat long before they ever made air conditioner,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
all survived.
That's
It's-
funny.
What? That one there rolls pretty good. That's a lot of weight on there.
Well,
All them kids fat.
in your parents' defense, they probably put you in front of one of those metal fans, you know, so it was.
Oh yes, I used to love sticking my
You-
finger in it and going. "Drrrr."
No,
Just
no.
couldn't stick it in the
Metal
back.
ones would cut your finger
no, you
off.
got right up onto it and said,
I know. Yeah, we all did.
Still
it.
do that. I still do that.
Yeah, we're not
you knew
kids.
exactly where I was
Yeah,
going.
Yeah.
we're not kids anymore. No, we're still doing it. And look at this young couple right here. 24, 25 years old, probably been married a week or 2. Probably.
Probably.
He says probably.
You notice how he didn't answer real quick.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Not until he had something to agree to. Then,
That's
yeah,
right,
probably.
that's right.
Probably. She's
For
far
those
enough
of you
away
who couldn't
from me.
see, they was at least 90.
Yeah, they were.
Well,
they were.
we are technically live streaming here.
We are
right?
kinda live
Well,
stream-
I mean, quasi live
Yeah.
streaming. We'll
What
be.
a-
Quasi.
Well, we're in the comments section. At least I will be because that's what I agreed to.
Yeah,
I'm
and
a
well,
man
I
of
will
my
too.
Word.
I will be on there at 7
Yeah.
o'clock
Tell his
tonight. So
wife
when
he's
you
a
see
man
the
of his
show,
word.
I am.
even though you're going, wow, it's awful bright at 7 o'clock at night, and they're outdoors.
Yeah, you guys that.
But we'll be
I feel
commenting.
like a puddle right now already.
Puddle? Yeah, you look like a puddle.
Started sweating as soon as I opened the truck door,
Now
and I
don't
haven't
step in him and
stopped.
splash him.
I know, yeah. Don't be playing in the water puddle. The evaporation's terrible off
Puddle
here.
all you want.
Yay.
I thought that was the toilet, the puddle. Oh no, that was the crapper.
I think your family's never going to stand and watch us again, Bill.
Nope.
She's like, no,
Yeah, no.
I'm going to kick him.
And now we have
We're
a
an
long.
acquired taste.
We have a long more. Switch the camera around, Bill. Let them get a check out of the wagons going by.
I knew I was paying you good for
And
something.
you didn't.
That guy who's too slow.
A-Tech guy, click the camera around so they can see the wagon as they already went by.
Oh, okay.
He must be running on something other than that Apple.
I've caught
thingy.
that. I've caught that thing about 4 times.
Oh, did
now.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. See, I am on
That's not
it.
the only one. I want to see him drag
bucket
race them.
The bucket one. They don't have
Barrels.
the tractor out here with the uneven wagon. That one is so funny
Oh,
to
is
watch.
it?
Yeah, they took the wheels off and welded them, and so the thing goes like this, and all the kids ride it.
Now, I want to build one of them or find one where they take the axle out of a car, turn the pig up,
You can't do that.
weld a tongue on it, and then you mount a chair
Yeah, you can't do it.
and barely rolling that sucker.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
they're puking every time on that.
Yeah, that is not a good one to do. So
Oh.
not a good one to do at all.
It'd be cool if you could get like 4 chairs.
Oh yeah. Well, I've seen somebody do it. Put one on each
One on
side,
each, yeah.
and then they try move, and they go like an inch, and then people are, because
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the ratio?
Oh yeah, the gear.
80 to 1?
Change the
Yeah.
suction. Yeah.
Because it's just too fast.
Yeah.
But these guys, they have garden tractors running around with these little wagons on them. And how many's on the back of that, Steve?
I ain't got my glasses on, Dave.
Wow, no, if
There's 12, 14 wagons behind that thing, and they got nice double seats, and they got kids. They even going through the thing, right?
10,
10?
14. Put your glasses on, Papaw.
Hey, I'm counting them on the run. I'm the old guy here, so.
it's not running, people, it's rolling on wheels. It's rolling on wheels.
Your definition of running. Look, they got something going on. The boss is over there. They're putting a show on. They're having a little round table over there. Is
Blessing a truck.
Yep.
that what they're doing?
That
They're
one
ble-
gets
We
extra
are at the.
blessing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bill, here it comes again. If you flip it around, get the guy's belly. Hurry, hurry.
Oh, they threed up the front one, and this guy's in the back saying, "You ain't riding with me. I'm
Look at
taking the
that.
whole thing."
Why does this keep happening?
Because you're arrested. You're using it for an armrest.
Right, but I got it good and tight though.
You didn't get it good and
I
tight
got it
enough.
guten tight. Das ist guten tight, not Wiener
That's a
Schleiden.
virgin, German virgin, right?
Das ist guten tight.
Good and tight.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Well, we're halfway there, kids.
Halfway through the show already.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Why, God, we're doing a heck
I
of
thought
a
we
Feels-
was done.
Feels like about an hour.
Yeah, I actually did. feel
With this heat, it feels like it's.
It's amazing when you do live stuff and not prepared to have a bunch of stuff written down and wrote down
Oh no.
that we do, but
We're usually pretty good at filling, though. I mean,
we do get off on tangents here and there and stuff.
oh, I like tangerines.
Tangerines?
Oh, what'd you say? Tangents. Okay.
Tangerines, we'll get whatever we can out of it. And then
No,
When'd you learn that word,
I got it.
tangents?
I got
right after Tupelo. That's an inside joke from
Tupelo?
everybody. Yeah, Tupo.
I taught him how to remember that word by telling him just think 2 people.
Yeah.
And then he
For
never,
some reason, I
You
couldn't.
guys go there or
I cou-
something?
all
We go
the
through
time.
there.
Yeah, down in the
Is that when he says he's going there and then he says he actually means Atlanta?
No, that's Nashville, isn't it? Wasn't it Nashville?
Yeah, it
You
was
were-
Nashville. Yeah.
Well,
I predict this eventually sometime we're gonna know that he's going to Georgia, and he's gonna call you, Bill, or me, or somebody. Hey, I'm out here, Kansas City. Where are we delivering?
I have gotten to the point where I know what he's talking about.
I hate to say this, but I'm the one that doesn't drive down the highway talking to me on the phone that keeps missing turns.
Yes.
As
you
Yeah,
to
are.
Bill.
my
Yes.
buddy.
Yeah,
What do you
Bill.
mean?
Yes,
yeah,
you
Bill.
are. Well, I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying I
No,
don't.
he was pointing
Oh,
that,
I do that.
that jab at me, is what
Yeah,
you said was you're not the guy, and in fact you are just as much.
Yeah, I
the guy.
have done it 1 or 2 times myself.
The
I'm
truth
like-
shall set you
Yeah, but
free.
you haven't done it with 160,000 pounds.
Hey, the
Well,
bridge said
not.
the bridge said 20 ton.
Nobody told you
It
to
was
do that.
lying.
I know it. You made it across it.
They have fixed that, by the way.
Yeah,
You
they finally.
Say back to 40 ton.
they gave up waiting
I think
on
it's
somebody to break the bridge for them.
54, yeah. Well, they had to.
They knocked it to like, what was it, 38?
It was 30.
76,000.
Yeah, 38 tons. Like,
Well, they put in the Walmart milk factory, and then hell, the Michigan trains coming down here, and they're 160,000 in a 30,000. You know, it's like, seriously, they were trying to hope somebody get busted so they didn't have to pay to fix it. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Mhm.
That's what
Well,
it
I
was all
made
about.
sure I tested it. I mean,
Yeah, you did.
tested
You tested it with what? A John Deere backhoe, wasn't you?
no.
well, it's a
big,
major highway going into town for
big
crying out loud.
excavator.
You know.
Volvo excavator.
Oh, it was a Volvo excavator. Yeah, I knew you had an excavator on there. I wouldn't.
Everybody drug something heavy across that road, across that bridge.
No,
It
it's
just-
when I got down in the middle of Jay County outside Portland, and we were delivering stuff for the power, putting the solar
Yeah.
The windmill's up.
Yeah.
No one can
And they're
see your
putting in
hand going
roads.
Up and down.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I got a finger.
Wet
there.
Willie.
I turned a corner on a county road after I picked up an excavator, and there's it says bridge ahead 10 ton.
That's not good at all.
And I couldn't turn her back up. I hit it at 70 mile an hour, fast as I could get going.
Oh my.
Well, at least the
And
truck will
went
make
right
it.
across it.
At least the truck will make it.
Yeah. And I'm in the truck, so you're
That's
good.
right.
Yeah. That trailer's going to have a heck of a bounce.
Oh, I think I had no momentum to pull.
Well, let me ask you something. That going back to that bridge on Highway 1, Bluffton Road, you used to do a lot of permit loads where you were routed. Did your routing actually take you across?
No, I was talking to Dave. I
Okay.
was supposed to get on 469.
No, you're supposed to get off on Highway 3.
No, I was supposed to get off on 469.
You were on 469 going.
No, I was on
This
one.
Blue line going
Bluffton
into
Road.
I thought you were on 469
No, I
going to the
keep-
shop, and you got off
No,
on
I was
one.
supposed to get on 469, go around to Airport Expressway, and then come back into the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm talking to Dave, and I'm like, oh shit, there was 469. Zip. Guess
Because
we're
I
going
was
for
wondering
it.
about that whole time if they were still routing oversized loads across that.
Some, I think they do. I don't think
And-
until I don't know.
Well,
if-
now, yeah, because the weight restriction's gone.
Well, for the longest time on 30 over there, before you got to Lima, they cut you off into Lima and all the way around because they had a bridge that was bad on 30.
Yeah. Well, there was a bridge for a while there on 3 going down through Zanesville where they had a weight restriction.
well, you can tell their brother and sister. Your daughter ran up there
Jumped.
and looked at her brother, and he goes, "Nope, you ain't sitting with me."
And she said,
And
yeah,
then
I am.
she said, "Yes, I am," and he moved.
And guess who won? Guess who won?
That's the one
Good
that's-
girl.
That's the one that's protective of her too. So I didn't
But
know.
she ran up
I
there.
don't
and
have to worry about going to prison because he will.
Oh, hey, that's the
Yeah,
one.
he's the one.
What we
Well,
got
he,
here?
wasn't going to let her
We
ride.
got some taco trailer now. What's
Taco? Woohoo.
How you going to show up selling food at a place where they're giving it away for free?
I think there's 2 events going on.
There is.
Oh, okay.
There was a band setting up last night when we
There's
left.
a front event and a rear event.
Yeah. Sounds like a Friday night, baby.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
And the rear's back there where the tacos went.
Isn't that what?
I thought the taco was the front.
Well, there's a front and a rear, Dave. There's a front
Dirty
and a
old-
rear, but it tastes like shit. I think you're taking too big a
Take a
bite.
That is true.
We're never getting invited here
Yeah,
again.
I'm trying to keep on the low down here, you know.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey.
Do people ever pre-screen you guys before they invite
No, we just showed
Apparently
up. We just showed
Just
up.
volunteers.
We should listen to 2 or 3 of their shows before we just say yes.
I bet they
No.
will now.
I bribed him. I said, "We'll come feed you."
Yeah, that's how
Oh.
he does it.
Where's is there a clean fire thing here?
Yeah,
they're
they're.
Well, they're
of them-
here, but I'm saying, do they have the booth or something set up?
No, they don't.
No,
but
they're just.
They're right standing right there. Yeah.
Event. They're standing there with the.
Well, we can do a commercial for them real quick. Clean fire,
There you
can
go.
we, Malia?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Clean fire diesel.
Yeah, we're
Come on.
Good at commercials.
Don't stop.
I don't know anything else about it.
It keeps your fuel out
Well,
of
yeah.
It's
It
America,
It
huh?
keeps your engine lubricated.
Keeps your engine
Because
lubricated.
There's not enough sulfur.
Lubricated.
There's enough lubrication with the sulfur in the diesel now.
And something about a grease.
And it has metal conditioner in it,
They
which
use the diesel to lubricate all your systems. And
I like it when
there's
my
not enough
systems are
lubricity.
well
purr
lubricated.
like a kitten. That's what you're.
Yeah, purr like-
So-
like a kid.
Buy Clean Fire. They tell them you heard
They
it
don't
on
smell
3
bad
Fat
either.
Truckers, and they'll give you a discount.
that's right. We do have a promotional
We
code.
do.
On it, yeah.
Do we?
$10 off case.
$10
What's that
off a
promotional
case.
code?
3 fat
3
truckers.
Fat
Oh.
Truckers.
3 F.
When you go to check out,
Yeah.
With the
Anything
code,
you
3
buy
fat
there,
truckers.
3 fat truckers, you get a promotion. $10 off a case.
all
and
one word.
Case only costs you $9,000, but no, it ain't that.
And if
No.
we really knew what we were doing, we'd have that on our website. But
yeah, and we would
therein
also
lies
probably
the
have a
rub.
case of it right here on the counter.
yeah,
you know.
Ron got
I
drove the wrong
Thomas-
truck.
I asked
Yeah.
Thomas to send
Yeah.
us some.
And I got one sitting at the house, and the girls left it there. I'm gonna blame it on you because I didn't bring it because it's
Well,
on the
you-
table.
It doesn't smell bad. It smells all kind of sweet.
What?
Uh,
Also, you can like put it
Oh,
on
yeah.
your food.
No, it's got a sweet smell to it.
Yeah, Steve runs
I
it in-
use it in my dually.
Yeah. Well, there's one on
But
my
I did
counter.
smell it because you know how sometimes with that type of stuff, when you open it up, it's got that real powerful.
Pungent
yeah, and it
smell
will like
to it,
burn
yeah.
your nose. You
Right,
know,
right.
Some of that type of stuff.
Yep.
And
Kind of like them cleaning supplies.
That's not what you want in
yeah,
your
no.
fuel additive.
I don't know. I like clutch racing oil in my truck because it smells like a race car when you
I
drive
like
by.
my diesel to smell like kerosene. That way I know it ain't gonna gel up on me.
Well, that is true. It
Well, we're
won't
not
gel.
putting diesel.
100
in your
degrees out. I don't
diesel.
think we're
putting
gelling
diesel
No, I don't think
fuel
it's
additives.
It's
Never
never gonna
gonna-
get cold again.
It's never going to get
We're
cold.
putting
Oh, no, it will.
Fuel additives.
And once
so that don't need to smell like diesel.
No, not like diesel
Yeah,
necessarily.
yeah,
But
and that's what smells sweet though. Is that and
it's
so?
funny. I've never thought about it until
Oh, I
you brought
sniffed
it.
it.
Up.
Yeah, the
But
first
you
thing
know,
she
it
did.
I
smells
did.
good.
We're sitting there doing.
I was like,
I go, what do you do?
She's at the TA going through all their additives.
Give it-
Yeah.
Open
Which
it
one
up.
smells good? Why? It's like opening.
Honey,
the
do you know
she's
which
at
one
the
you
candle
want?
shop,
Well, this
pulling the
one
lids
smells
off.
good, but
Oh
this
no, I
one-
don't like that one. Give me this can. Oh no, I'm not getting that one.
well, you guys are asking a girl to try products
That is-
for a man's industry.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna smell it.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm gonna smell it.
That is
I don't know what I
How
put.
come the most sexist shit's coming out of the mouth of a woman?
because they can get away with it.
Lord have mercy.
Here,
She
give her,
says what we want to say,
give
but
her
we
a
can't say
pocket
it, so she
Jesus,
says it
and
for
we'll
us.
go on.
Jesus.
This
Yeah.
is the blessing of the trucks, guys.
Yep.
We got pocket Jesus. We got prayer trucker.
Well, I brought them. The guys need a little Jesus.
We need all
I need
we
a
can.
lot of Jesus.
We need a lot of all we can get. It never hurts.
Jesus, he was doing my lawn
and
before
they
I
didn't
left.
have fat Jesus. I looked.
They didn't
I
have a.
looked for
That's
fat
Buddha.
one. There was they were like, they didn't have them with bellies.
They put Jesus up on a cross. Buddha was too fat. They just told him
It's
to
just
he
in the
said, "Sit
corner.
there."
It's in the corner. Yeah.
Just sit there.
I'm coming down off this
Sit
cross.
Indian
y'all.
style.
So that
and
fat trucker
meditate.
thing ain't too
Yes,
bad. We know what we're doing.
I'll meditate.
Tell a Buddhist to sit Indian style.
I would say what Muslims is,
Easy.
but they come chase you down if you say anything about
Isn't that
that.
what
So
it's
I'll just
called?
leave it to go at that.
Wrong kind of Indian though. You're thinking
know,
you're
but-
thinking Slurpee Indian, not Casino Indian.
Go, I see now you are going and said something. You know nothing of what you're speaking about, my friend.
Oh, he's the one who drove the Turban Suburban here.
Yep.
Where's that at? You got one of them
No,
here?
Oh, my.
About the closest thing is that red gold
Well, I
truck
haven't
over
seen
there.
him walking around.
No, I-
Freightliner.
I
Yeah,
don't think there's one here.
Cascadia.
I don't think
I
there
don't
is.
think there was either. I
There's
didn't
a-
see
I
him.
like the orange Freightliner sitting over here. The orange one's really sharp.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
some beautiful ones.
Orange one is red one.
What's the white Duramax parked next to it for? Just because he needed a place to park and that was close?
I think it's
I'm gonna get me a big truck when I grow up.
got all the polish in it.
Oh, it brought the supplies.
That's how you bring the shit for the trucks. Yeah, you got to get a pickup truck, I guess. Well,
I still like that red Macbacker. That
You
is.
got a
well, I'm a
that-
sucker
that
for
little
the,
yellow
the
one.
cab over. Is that red? Is that a
little buddy.
KW cab over right over
Nobody
there?
Yeah, that's
said
a
I was
T100.
50.
Yeah,
Or a K100.
Yeah,
There's a
you.
T. No, that's a T.
that's what I had
Yeah.
Say
when
hi to
I was at
everybody.
Winger years ago. I wish I had that truck right
Oh, there's
now.
another one right here behind these. Right? Cab over.
That's the one I'm talking
Oh, I
about.
thought you were talking about the one all the way down there, the white
No,
one.
no, 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 no.
That's my dad's Tim's.
You
Hey,
hear that kid voice there?
Which
Well,
one
he-
is it? Hey, we got somebody snuck right in here.
he appeared out of nowhere.
Hey, why don't you come stand here so we can show everybody who you are real quick? Talking.
Well,
Let's see if we can make it happen again.
By the
How
way,
about this
if
purple
he's
truck
flipping
right over
around.
here?
He's sitting there. You can't see him. You could see him where he was.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that's the only
Hey,
camera
you
you're
see him
looking.
now. No, you can.
Oh.
We
Can
got
you
her.
see him now?
Dude,
So
I
how
got
are you?
these-
Welcome to Three Fat Truckers.
We're actually on.
I know you and me played water ball
Oh,
last
he got a
night.
smart mouth. Let's see.
Oh, he does
Yeah.
have a smart mouth. Ask
Go ahead,
Oh, he's
talk
not
right into
bashful.
He's not bashful.
So my dad has an orange truck, two flat tops, a stand up, and a cab over.
What's the difference between a flat top and a riser?
Huh?
What's the difference?
Stand up on a flat top. What's
What's the difference?
The stand up has a stand up is taller. It stands up.
You can.
That's right. You can stand up in it.
Obviously.
Yeah. But
You ain't fooling him, Dave.
But the only problem is you can stand up in both of them.
Really?
Not
now.
really.
If you're 6'4" like Tim, you can.
Well, no, not 6'4", but I don't think you're
When
quite there yet.
3'6" like you can't.
I'm not the one that's like 70.
You're not driving it.
Oh, you're not saying. Yeah,
Can you drive it?
He
Mhm.
thinks we're all old.
Yeah. How old
They
was
are
she?
real old.
She was 50 yesterday,
No,
wasn't she?
she's 36.
Now he's being
Did
nice.
you already-
No, he called you 50 yesterday.
He's got your number now, though.
He called her
doesn't he?
50 yesterday and me 40. And she's like, I'm going to tear your head off, boy.
I didn't say I was gonna
Tell her
tear
to give you your $5 now.
Well, will you give me 10?
I don't care how old you think I am.
We have a ton of kids here. This is, to me, one of our better trucks. I just like
Well, this
the
is about
vibe
the
of
most
it.
kid-friendly one.
This is
that
just
I'm aware
family friendly. Just
Yeah. Yep.
everything they do
Well,
here.
let's ask him. What's your favorite part?
Yeah, what do you like?
What's your favorite part about this truck show?
I don't know.
You don't know. What
How
about
about
the free
talking
ice
with
cream?
us? How about eating free ice cream?
Free
That's
ice cream.
fun.
How about riding in the tractor behind the car? Did they take you
sorry.
right on our golf cart yet?
No.
No, that cost
I
you
wanna
$5.
trust- yeah, $5.
I'm cute enough. I can go on there.
Cute enough? You ain't cute enough to me. Maybe to the girl you're cute enough. To us, you just another stinking boy.
You're just another dude.
Yeah, you're just like the rest of us.
Actually,
dude.
I'm not a dude. I'm a boy.
Same thing.
Boys are like a small dude.
Yeah, you just ain't grown into a full
He's about to
dude.
school you guys. What's the difference between a dude and a boy?
The littler,
Oh, they're
older,
little.
slower,
Yeah, you got that right on the slow part.
fatter.
Yeah. Well, you're in the 3 Fat Trucker booth. Come on. What are you?
Not fat.
Well,
We are.
You're gonna be now. You've done.
You keep drinking that water, you won't be.
Yeah.
I'll take a regular water if you're taking orders.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. Oh, that means get up and get it yourself, I guess, fat man.
I win. I win.
Oh
Get
my
your fat
God.
ass up and get your own.
How about you get your?
Oh, yeah, don't say it. Yeah, don't say
Yeah,
it.
that was my daughter.
Oh.
Is this your kid?
Oh.
Is this your kid?
He's
She
talking.
got a tattoo.
Then I'm like, oh, I can flex
Hey, let her
Why
sit
you
down
say
for a
hi to
minute. We're going to do
everybody?
a
We're
quick
taping.
interview with her. Come on,
Yeah,
sit
you
down
gotta say-
here.
You gotta say hi now.
I met her husband earlier and everything.
I thought this was your kid. You was coming to get him.
No, his mom.
I have 3
Me too.
girls.
His mom
and
is
they're
in a
all
blue shirt.
growing. Yeah.
Mine are growed.
Yeah.
Hi, who are you?
My name's Melinda Mass from
You can-
Middlebury, Indiana.
You can pick that up a little bit. So.
Middlebury. Where's Upperbury and Lowerbury?
We're right dang in the middle.
Now hold on. Middlebury. I always forget.
It's right over here.
No. We are fans of Essen House peanut butter and jelly donut.
Yes, sir.
That's Middlebury.
I like Rise and Roll a little better myself.
To say we're fans is putting it
We
lightly.
were like doing bad drug deals on the side of the road. He'd pick them up and I'd pull over. He'd meet me like this and hand them out the window and we just keep going.
We got good at that.
Yes, sir.
She says,
Why do they make so many noodles?
You don't work here. Why would you know? Right?
She lives in the same town. It's kind of like, you don't know I live in Fort Wayne. Don't you know Mike that lives in Fort Wayne?
No offense,
No,
but what? Why do people always say no offense right before they say some mean?
It's like
Before they
down
offend you.
south. Like I said, it's like down south. And they said,
Donuts
said,
are the worst. Why
bless
do
his
people
heart.
eat them?
What kind of donuts are the worst?
Peanut butter and jelly donuts.
delicious.
You know nothing what you are speaking about, my friend. I am. They got a
We're
donut.
officially off the rails.
They got a
Yeah,
donut the
hey,
size
we're
of your
live.
face
Yeah.
in
So-
Middlebury, and it's peanut butter. What?
Excuse me.
Butter on the inside?
Excuse
no,
me.
peanut butter on
Excuse
top.
me.
Peanut butter,
Fat
frost.
trucker, hold up. So, what do you do here, and why are you here, and what do you contribute? Since we can't get nobody else to come over, they're all doing the blessings as we go by, and you happen to sucker
God,
sit
come
down.
before Dave. How dare that?
I know. Hey, she got one of our tattoos on.
Yes,
Right on her muscles there.
I did one of those.
What?
I
No
am here to
lips?
help. I help with the food.
How many years have they been doing this?
18?
Oh my!
Wow.
And it
Yeah.
started at the church.
Yes,
And-
Laverne started that.
And how was it 4 or 5 trucks then when they started?
That was before my time.
'Cause
I
she's
think-
very young.
That's mine, you silly
First one
goose.
had 5 trucks?
No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
okay. And then when did they move over here to the fairgrounds?
3 years ago? 4 years ago?
3? Oh, so where's
4 years ago?
21?
Can you
Your
put,
bed.
pour this on that one?
Yes.
A-
I need a
and,
wet bag. Go get a wet tea towel. Get a wet paper towel from the bathroom.
Where?
From the bathroom.
You got it now?
Right.
You ready? I got a bottle of water here if
Fun
somebody would have brought it to me.
Doing these live with everybody.
That's what I did. Though.
Nothing better than dealing with
He
boys.
seems-
They don't
he
care.
seems ornery.
Yes,
He is on.
he is. He was
He is.
funny
He's
yesterday.
funny.
You know him.
He's what?
You know
You
him.
know him.
Yes, he's Kelsey's son.
Hmm
And
Don't ask who Kelsey is.
And
related to you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Kelsey, you know the look.
Almond's
So we
girlfriend.
can talk
do
bad
you know-
about them while they're not here.
Sis,
Do it now. Do it quick.
get him a
Yep.
water.
Yep. Do it quick.
Do
Whatever
what?
thou doest, do it. He wanted to talk bad about him. I said, do it quick.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
As if taping it ain't gonna.
where are you originally from? Because you have a different accent from what they have around
I was
here.
born and raised in upstate New York. I'm a
Mhm.
damn Yankee.
See, I live down in Kentucky now, and people always go,
From New York. Eric's from New
"You ain't
York.
from here, are you?" I said, "No, I enunciate my words."
Yankee, that's something like a quickie, except you do it yourself, right?
Yankee.
Yeah, you can
Was
call
I
that. I don't think that's what you mean. We're going back to the 1800s.
Okay, anyway,
Yankee, not.
Oh,
Not-
that Yankee. I'll just sit here and drink my root beer.
there you go.
Please.
So
Yeah.
you help with
She can only laugh. She's like,
you help with the food,
No,
and what else
sure.
now? And what else?
Probably annoy all the truckers.
you do
Now,
not.
does your husband have a truck here?
She
Yeah,
gives
he's
us
got-
cookies.
He's got the yellow and green pull in the Conestoga.
Oh, way back here.
Okay.
Yep. back there
Yesterday
in the
we
back
got
40.
cookie
How
bars.
many times you had to wash it? Oh, good job. I like that. That's a foreign truck.
Way
You
to
should have
go,
put
buddy.
American truck on there.
Are we matching?
Was that a
It's
Scania?
It's Scania.
Oh. Well, y'all,
got a
that's all you,
Scania.
all you gave us was
I
four
can't
and one.
believe
You
we
didn't give
don't.
us anything better.
She bought him. Blame her.
Okay.
Blame
Okay, I'll make
Amazon.
the point.
It's the Amazon guy. That's what he
Yeah,
says
it's
on
the Amazon guy. Whatever he shows up with.
Give him a bad review.
Take a drink.
Go for it.
So
Yes, sir.
your husband been how long he been doing this?
Been driving truck?
No, coming to the truck show. He's like me, been driving truck forever, just like I have.
He has
yeah.
been.
We are literally truck drivers too.
I do not keep track of numbers and years, so I'm a bad person to ask. But let me sit here and figure out.
So you were really good in our old school, teaching you a history day, 1812, the War of 1611, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
My favorite out of all of these is Sherry. Because she's the only girl.
See, you are a dude. Remember you said you wasn't a dude?
That is exactly what a dude would say.
That's exactly what a dude would
So
say.
there
and
you
say
go.
you weren't a dude.
You say a nerd? A nerd?
He's a nerd.
He's gonna call him a
Slightly turd, but we'll go
I
with
think
nerd.
Dave's having a stroke, Bill. He's getting to him.
Mm-mm-mm. It was only a matter of time.
Oh.
Yeah, that is true. So, you help, you volunteer, you do all the work. You've been coming with your husband to do this at least since you've been here, or did you do it over at the church any? Well, where else
Yeah,
did they
yeah,
do it
what's-
besides the church?
Shipshawana at the pavilion in Shipshawana downtown.
They did it there?
Downtown. Oh, Vern's at Vern's shop. Yes, they did it at Vern's
Oh,
shop. too.
wow.
That's right.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
piping in. Who are you? Sorry.
Ben,
I'm the weird one from Shipshawana.
Well, here's-
Ben,
Woohoo!
Ben knows more than I
Ben.
do. Ben's
Nice
been
to
around
meet
the
you, Ben.
block.
Steve,
Ben's got a good testimony.
Dave,
too.
Bill, Malia.
I can't get him in the
I was
camera.
gonna say you're
but-
on the camera, but the camera's above your
Yeah,
head. so
it's-
just run your hand like that once in a while. No. Oh, you weren't in the camera.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. So
Just so everybody.
I was trying to get you in a camera,
Here's
but
your
we don't.
hands.
Well, where do you need?
You have another.
You're there.
tattoo? Oh, you got a sticker now.
yeah.
This is going
Your
on.
head's in it.
You can put it on this one.
Hey.
You're
I
fine.
need
Put
a-
one right here
It's already on.
on her
She
forehead.
don't look like a 3 fat trucker.
Now I can really flex. Yeah.
I mean, she's not fat. She isn't.
You're not fat.
Well, that was close.
I know. I thought.
You feel that?
I thought she was gonna say,
I
"Well,
thought,
she's fat too,"
Oh,
and I'm
I
like,
think we're out of
"Man, we're gonna
I
have."
think we're out of time.
And with that,
She will come
like, man,
across.
I've been
Sweat a
Steve.
pound sitting here. I know I have.
Thanks
My
for
shirt
stopping
is-
by.
Sorry about the
Like when
table.
that car comes to pull out in front of you, and in the last minute you swerve and everything somehow misses, and you just don't know why.
that's exactly what that felt like.
Hey,
yeah.
Steve, you gotta
like
count
it-
your 80 now because another one just pulled in.
Sounds like he
Oh,
didn't
he's
feed his
still
bird.
here.
Actually, he's leaving.
He's
Oh, you leaving?
He's
Hey,
leaving.
got a hot load. These
He's
are
from
working
South-
trucks.
He's from South Bend, and he hauls out of his company's out of Holland, Michigan.
got prefab to deliver.
Yeah, you got a bridge to build. I need
Yeah.
these bridges done. I'm tired of the.
Got work
State-
to do. People to
Well,
people to see things.
especially.
There's quite a few trucks in here that are loaded up.
Do you know what? Do you know what the
Nice.
state
There
flower
was one
is?
from Pennsylvania that came.
You don't know what the
They
state
were in
flower
New
is?
Jersey last night, and they got here.
You know what the
10:30,
state?
11 o'clock, and he's heading out again tonight, and his wife is staying here.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they're the Clean Fire gang.
No, that's someone else.
That's
Dar-
someone
Daryl-
else.
Daryl Siemens is Clean Fire here. On the last truck is Arlie and Emily Stolzfus from Pennsylvania.
Okay. Wait a minute, I did
Loaded.
meet them yesterday. Were they here yet?
No, they just got here this morning.
Oh, they were.
Late.
Then somebody was
Well,
telling me
the
about
Clean-
it.
The Clean Fire would have been here last
Yeah,
night.
Yeah.
Or,
we
say,
we had
Art-
dinner with them at Matt's down in
Oh yeah, you
Louisville.
did say.
Yeah.
So the couple that came in today, if you talked with somebody last night about them, probably Arlie's. In-laws.
Do they have that Lancaster accent?
Yeah.
Real
probably.
bad?
Probably.
I say that.
I'd say they.
What's the do?
My mom was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's from New
So
York.
yeah, park the car, take
New
the dogs
Yorker.
for a walk in the park.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He got them
Still
all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He,
Oh, yeah.
he don't have the New York upstate.
Yeah,
accent. He's
He ain't
got
cool like us.
he's got downtown.
Yeah, downtown. But so I'm glad you guys put this on, and I'm glad so many people help, and that's what I wanted to do after coming last year, seeing. So I wanted to bring food for today, and they said we got it covered, and we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yep.
And so I said, anything you do? He said, well, we got to feed people at night for the setup, and I said, we're in. Come on in here. We'll
Right.
take another
Well,
one.
you do it again next
year. You to another very important lady.
Okay.
This one's mine, so she's not available, but she is a truck driver.
Ah. And I guess
I
she's
think
not
she
yours.
needs to take the
She's-
seat because
you're hers.
everything about her is top notch. Her husband brag about her, because you really are.
Are you that awesome?
She honestly
She really
is.
is.
Well, sit down here. We don't get a lot of lady truck drivers. They're not enough. Yeah.
She's a caterer, she's a mom, she's a wife, and she's a caretaker, and she's a truck driver.
I got the
and she's an
catering.
accountant.
I got the catering and the truck driving, somewhat caretaker, and the rest of them I'm like what she said
gonna have
last
to move
night.
your mic
too
over.
lazy.
To catch him a little bit better.
Too lazy. She told me last night we can say that. I'm not doing it. I'm too lazy. She informed me last
She
night.
told me I can say that.
She did, didn't you? And I said lack of interest. She goes, that's much politer. They were setting up tables and so.
So I'll move over here.
Yeah, so tell us what you think about truck driving from your eyes that you see every day. Are you gone overnight? Are you weekly? Are you
Yeah, I usually go out for about a week at a time.
about a week at a time? Where do you usually go?
Lower 48, wherever the loads go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like the upper 48?
I try to stay out of the Northeast.
Well, don't everybody. But I will tell you this, and he will swear to it.
Right.
The Northeast will let you in when you turn your turn signal on.
Okay.
Nowhere else in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. You turn your turn
You go
signal
to
on
the
the pass,
south.
they step the gas so you can't get out there.
Yeah.
New York,
That's a whole bunch of
Connecticut.
horseshit because I
No, I'm
never
from the
had that
sun now.
experience up there.
Oh, every time we go.
Every
They
time
will
we
throw
go.
the signal on, and I'll make my way.
No, out there we can turn it on. We haul in Connecticut. We go out to Rhode Island. And you turn it on, and they will let because nobody's going anywhere anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's backed up. Well, that's true.
Although they do have them.
Yeah.
Those-
No, I'm not saying everybody, but here
Mhm.
you turn the signal on here, and you're like, all right, back off. You got to turn the cruise off. You got to back off, or you pull out there like 20 minutes early, like the guys do on 40, and then hold traffic up for 9 miles, so you pass them on the right.
Yep.
That's the other thing.
There's your new grandbaby.
Oh, here's my girl. Can you have some more? I didn't know you had any.
Okay.
Take as many as you want. See, now she has an American truck on her. What's up with you guys?
I can't believe we don't have that truck here in a bigger way.
It's in Texas this week. No, it was in Texas last weekend. One of the podcasters has one here that they're showing.
Oh, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. So what do you haul? What do you do?
Oversized. I do pull RGN, so we
Okay.
do a lot of.
That's what he
tanks.
does.
Down.
Yep.
Hey, she's an oversizer.
Yep. Full RGN.
Yeah.
Oversizer.
Yeah, just like you. That means you stop at every scale, show your stupid paperwork.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Got to get off the phone because you don't want
We do according to other truckers.
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
One thing-
So we can ride with you because we're oversized?
Sure.
Fat truckers, come on.
Oh,
What truck's here is yours? Come
That
on.
one straight out. The tan Kenworth, the first one.
Oh, this one.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're the third truck here because the green one
the
beats
green
you.
truck or next to the purple truck?
I like it.
Once had me a W9.
The one next to, like those two tan ones, this one on the left is mine.
Okay.
That one on the right was his. before he got sick. I ran it for about 6 months, and then we sold it and bought a truck that was 17 years newer.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's
When-
pretty. I like
and the gentleman that bought his old truck, he's
I
a
like
good
your
friend of
lights.
ours. So we just plan when we go to the same events that we park
It
beside each
wasn't
other.
nothing she was cooking, was it?
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That would be a sad story.
If it was, I could at least sue for malpractice.
Yeah, you can't even get that. Yeah. It's funny. Years ago, my ex-wife rear-ended me, and
no.
she got a
Dave,
DUI.
this is a family show.
And the lawyers were calling me up, going, "Do you want to sue
now, Dave?
the person that rear-ended you?" Yeah, I want to sue myself. Yes, because it's my insurance company.
I can't let them slide. I'm sorry.
No.
So
It's
I
not a
rode
family
with him for years when he was doing trucking, and the boys and I would go with him usually every summer.
Okay.
One thing I've noticed as a woman being out there and having this big rig, I think I get a lot more respect. Like, guys will look out for me, whereas
Yeah.
if it was a guy sitting behind the wheel, it was like, he can figure out his own way.
You mean them Suburbans actually slow down and let?
I'm not counting them in.
Okay.
But general rule, like you pull over and they see it's a lady, they respect you, and they'll give me heads up on the CB.
They will,
And
they
they
will.
be like.
Oh, you have a
it's very-
CB too?
Oh,
You
yeah.
actually
Oh my
use
God,
it?
there's the
Wait,
third
what?
person I know on the highway. Those things are extinct anymore.
What are you hauling anymore?
I do a lot of tanks, and then we do like occasional farm equipment.
Lima
Oh wow.
tanks?
They're plastic tanks.
Oh, okay, no, I'm
Yep.
talking army tanks. Is what I
No,
mean. Okay.
no. They're like the
I'm used to the real heavy stuff.
a lot of cities use them for their water treatment plants and stuff.
You get them there out of LaGrange?
No, Garrett.
Oh yeah, Garrett.
Yeah.
My son-in-law died there, just by the way.
Oh, okay.
I know,
Oh.
nothing to bring everybody down, but
Lovely
yeah.
story, Dave.
I know it. Yeah, he sold him a new overhead crane. Was up there on the lift working, and didn't.
At Asman?
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
How long ago?
it's probably been 7 years ago.
Gee, we
Yeah.
found somebody else.
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the crane
Vicariously.
he brought
I
to
took
in.
the crane, I
yeah,
took the crane in,
yeah. That's.
and I damaged it on the way in, and that's how I got the contract there.
Wow.
And he was the one. He was the one that was on the lift,
Dang.
and he was up there. And you're supposed to, before you move it, go down turns, and he was being lazy, and it just knocked over, and he fell over and smacked his head on the concrete. So
I'm sorry.
on the scissor lift. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Both of my, I seem to have daughters that like to get husbands that die, because it seems to be a theme in my.
Wow.
But
That's
More money
terrible.
involved with that, though.
yeah, I know it.
Well, no wonder why he doesn't pay for anything.
and this is the guy
It's like-
back when we were barbecuing that stood up front and
terrible.
fought with this girl, the girl constantly. It's Jim we're talking
Oh,
about.
I know you're talking about Jim.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
What's sad about it is Jim and I got into a huge argument
They
that
fought.
last Rib Fest,
Yeah,
and he passed away about 2 weeks later.
yeah.
And you
So,
feel bad you never got to make up, right?
No, we made up at the end of the Rib Fest event. Like,
but yeah,
you
they.
remind me of Billville over here. Always gotta.
So
It
this is
ran it at
it's a
me.
small world everywhere you go. It really
Yep.
is. Really
You
is.
just
So,
sunk that.
yeah.
The connection.
yeah, that is too funny.
Wow.
But I think it's
saying
great.
aluminum foil, Dave.
Aluminum foil.
You don't know.
No, I know exactly what he's
Okay.
talking about. Yeah, because people would come up. Can I get 3 racks to go? Yeah, and he would foil down. No, he would. And at $55 a roll, I'm like, could you lighten up on the foil? Don't use so much. It's coming out of my pocket here, you know. He ain't care. He just.
You roll it out anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll let you figure out where you're gonna snip this.
Yeah, this went way over.
Oh, it's
Oh,
all
it's
going
it's
in.
all going. This
I'm
is a
not-
good show. This is a
There we
good show.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole part about doing it live. Getting
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk to the people that are here. Finding out what's going on. It's hot, beautiful, perfect show day. It's the middle of summertime.
Very
But,
nice.
It is.
and I'm tickled that I keep telling you that's part of the reason we got her on here. Women help these podcasts and stuff go better. I mean, there are women truckers out there. We did one 2 years ago. I gave Malia the book. She wrote a book, and Malia looked it up. She was a drug addict in California, laying in there just shooting up, homeless, everything, and woke up one morning and this guy's sitting there, and he shot up and offered her some and said, "Man, this is the life, just being high, doing nothing." And she, "I'm done. I can't do this anymore."
Yep.
Got up, cleaned up, literally went to a job fair for women, and Shell Oil offered her a job in Canada to drive with them 5-ton
Dump trucks.
dump trucks. Her name's Kathy.
I'm looking here. I'm getting her book. Called.
Yeah, but
Her book's called Big
hers
Dream
desi-
or
her-
Dream
her
Big.
thing's called Designing.
Oh, it's in the truck. I brought her thing to give to Malia.
Okay.
Her book is Dream Big.
Yeah, Dream Big, and
By Kathy,
she wrote a book
Carl?
up there driving,
Yeah,
hauling, because you have to
TUCCARL.
go and wait to get loaded, and she wrote a book up there about how she turned her life around, and
I just started it. So far,
yeah,
it's good.
yeah,
I'm just getting into it.
and I love when we have women on here that get into this business, because this has been a manly's business for years and everything. Not saying that women never did it, just, and then we talk about this. Everybody says, "Oh man, the old days were great. The old days." No,
weren't.
no, they weren't.
They weren't.
You had to find a phone booth. You had to call in twice a day. You had to use a calling card with 64 numbers on it, and when you missed one up, you had to start over again, and it was just terrible.
Before 800.
You had to get a com check to buy anything, or to
Com
get
check,
paid, or to
e-check,
get fuel.
yeah.
It was horrible.
Bumpers.
And you got the atlas on the steering wheel going, well, which is the best way? And it don't show you the wreck on 45 and the traffic jam on 70 like your phone does now.
We're spoiled now.
Yeah, we are. This
We are.
is good.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning, yeah. That was
Well, 'cause
another
what you're
one.
describing as a
Climate
kid, I used to
control.
go with my dad, and I remember the map.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Remember all
That's,
the papers being shown.
and-
I remember him being hot-headed. I remember him kicking his tires. I remember.
Could you actually go into a restaurant today
and sit down
and
and
sit
eat.
down without breathing everybody else's secondhand smoke?
Yeah. Or
It was
sit-
first-hand smoke in my
My
case.
dad
in those
rolled his
days.
cigarettes in his sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was a smoker. So,
It was
yeah.
just hilarious to listen. Yeah, some of the old memories we have of trucking are great, but no, truck driving is so easy. I drive a 13 speed. I've had everything.
Yep.
I will take an automatic tomorrow. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm over.
Really?
I would take it tomorrow.
I
You
say
wouldn't
the
feel
same
like-
thing. Really?
I'm
like
you
driving
over
a
it.
ninny.
truck. Like I have
I am over
No,
it.
I agree with Dave. I'm over it.
I'm
Oh,
out
really?
there.
I would
I'm
rather
out
fuel
there. You
myself
guys
driving
leaving?
the truck.
I have to go marry one of the drivers off, then I'm coming back.
Oh, you're ruining
got
another
married?
man's life, aren't you?
Right?
I hope he starts running now.
I got an 18 in that one. I love it. I can't imagine anything else.
I drive a 13. It's the same thing as your 18, but I don't shift to lower gear, and you don't either.
Nope.
It's a
My
waste of
13
gear.
is the same as your
Not unless you're
18,
really
you just
heavy.
don't know.
Yeah, but I'm always heavy. I had the DOT guy tell me at the scale last
Well,
week,
you skip
slide my
that
seat
though.
back for
I
it,
know,
not just because I was
skip
overloaded
most
on the
of 'em.
front axle. So I'm always overloaded, so it really
You
doesn't
don't
matter.
have one of them sliding
You're
stairs?
real.
No, I have to slide my
I just
seat
figured
back, yeah.
You had one of them sliding
No.
stairs instead of being a sliding clear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He pulls on the scale and they yell out there, driver slide your seat back 3 notches and scale out.
And, you know, you got to work with it and stuff. But trucking today is so much easier. We, like you said, you used to be able to go into a restaurant. Well, there's no restaurants to go into anymore.
No.
And the ones that are open are barely open.
No.
And I don't know
That don't
whose
sound
great
better.
genius idea was it between Love's and Pilot to make every parking spot is straight in with a 40-foot width that half the drivers can't drive. Pilot,
Yep.
TAs, Petros,
Yep.
angle back in,
Yep.
driver side view, simple as can be, no problem, and we're not ripping hoods off. But now, no, we got people that don't know how to drive
Yep.
or back up.
And whose fancy idea was it to make oversized gas stations like most of the Loves and most of the Pilots to call them truck stops?
They're not convenience stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a
You
gas
can thank
pump.
the E-log for that. That's my
Yeah,
that's my
because
hot
that's
take.
literally
You're not
we.
a fan of the beaver stop, huh? Neither am I, buddy.
We refuse to call it out by name, but we say Beaver Stop. Everybody knows what we're talking about. We give them no
I went
love.
in for the first time because he wouldn't quit razzing me about it. Yeah.
He went there at 10 o'clock in the morning, Steve did, and goes, I want 2 giant brisket sandwich, no buns.
No,
Sorry.
I wanted 3
No, he
pounds
wanted
of
a
brisket.
whole brisket, and they wouldn't
They
sell it
wouldn't
to him.
me. And I said,
I'm never going back.
He goes, "Well, you can get
Well, he was there
a
still at
burrito."
breakfast. They're still chopping
He
it.
says, we can't sell it till 10:30, and it was like 9:30. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. Not happening.
Yep.
And haven't been back.
I don't really care for the
2
place.
weeks ago, I took her and bought her the what would you call it? A onesie
beaver
lucky
outfit?
And she's been wearing it for video. It's
She almost brought it
I
today, but
almost
it's,
brought it today.
it's like it's been way too hot for up here, so.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
well-
What's she doing with the jacket on anyway? I mean, does she not
That's
know?
No.
shirt.
No,
That's
this
a
is
shirt.
these
Oh, it's a
over.
shirt.
Yeah, they buy me
These are our
free fat
stupid
trucker
bowling
shirts
shirts.
for
Okay,
the.
Dave, I'm gonna prove it. Hey, take your hat up a minute. No, not you. Told you, Dave.
It's fake hair. It's been proved.
I don't know, but it's the same color, so it looked
I
real.
spotted you from over there.
I got one at home and I sit on it. I won't go any farther.
I'm surprised his wife lets him sit on her.
Yeah.
He says he's married.
If I'm gonna wear a head full of fake hair,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be gray.
Why? They got them brown when ones with ponytails and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure it would be gray. That's your
This is
favorite.
going to be one of our best
Oh,
shows
is it?
ever. I love it when you
Gray
just sit
shirts.
here.
Gray hair.
You guys
I have
came out and
technical
joined us
reasons
there.
for these
Well,
things.
me and Mike came last year. We just brought the golf cart.
Yep.
We heard about it. Flatbed Red is the one that actually put it on her thing, and we talked to her, and she said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "It's an hour from our house, so why not?"
No, it's
we
not.
Well, got it.
It
He
is.
worked 2 8-hour shifts.
Okay.
Got off
He
work
drove
and
8
then
hours.
drove 8 hours to get here.
Okay.
He
Where
sl-
you out of?
Kentucky.
Down southeast Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a big porch that he won't let us sit on. He takes pictures with his whiskey and
What are you
everything.
saying? He's a plantation owner?
Yes.
He's something. He won't let us come sit on his
He
porch.
lives at the top of the holler.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was born and
Watching
raised in
everything
Mayfield,
come
Kentucky.
about.
Yeah.
I'm outside Hazard.
Oh yes.
Hazard?
Yep.
Oh, I hauled many a load of coal out of there.
Mm.
There's many load of coal go down the road every day over there.
Yep. That's awesome.
Look, they put a kid driving. That's the way to step it. I've got to teach them young.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
They trust him.
Yep. One of my boys.
Hey, it doesn't say extra fat. It doesn't say extra fat.
Quarter.
He looks just double X slim.
Double X lip. Yeah.
He's extra medium.
But time you
Kinda
put,
like extra butter.
There you
yeah,
go.
it's you take the hat off and you take what's up on
Hold
top of that.
Bill will tell you it's got to be house butter.
No, that's Dave.
That's I'm the house
Dave.
butter. Yeah.
Dave's the. They still got a buffet in there?
I don't know, but I'm up for it.
Yeah,
Some
shoot.
do. He's
Damn little. Uh-oh, somebody.
My trash is blowing off.
Know where the good hellholes are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we ask where you can get the best fried bologna sandwich in the 48, lower 48s. Steve, where can you get the best fried bologna sandwich?
One really good one that's off the beaten path off of 40, where the Strawberry Plains exit is. There's a pilot. Take that road south, past the pilot till it tees, make a left, and there's another pilot out there that only holds 3 trucks. Don't park there. Park across the street at the marathon. And there's an old black lady that's probably 75, 80 years old. You tell her you want a fried bologna sandwich. And she gets out this butcher knife this long and grabs a roll of bologna under her arm and throws it down. Carve off a chunk of bologna, and she just throws it right in the deep fryer.
Wow.
Best alligator and possum soup.
Nowhere. I don't eat alligator and possum soup.
Alligator, but there's a Love's right next down there on
Oh.
10 in Louisiana.
Kind of loves.
No, right next door to the Love's, there's a place called.
By the way,
Oh, shoot.
do you know where Rockford, Ohio is? Right off 33. Rockford, Ohio, 3 fat trucker approved for their tenderloins, fried bologna sandwich, and fried chicken sandwiches.
I'll go and stop.
Yeah,
That sugar
and then
cream
you
pie.
walk in there and say you heard it on 3 fat truckers because that is a place.
And we
that is-
will get nothing out
Yeah,
of it.
nothing out of it.
Discount on it.
Nothing.
As much as you can eat for the normal price.
Okay, what's the pork trucker discount?
The same thing. They don't discriminate.
It's 2 for 1.
They love everybody.
Hilarious, buddy.
They don't they serve everybody the same price.
You guys make it hard for us to be business owners. Actually, I don't have to worry
Where?
about
Hold
it.
on.
I
Where are
still
you
love the
from?
trucking.
Because I've seen you before.
Honestly, well, we do California Trucking Show. We're originally from Southern Cal, but we moved all 3 companies to Goshen.
Why?
Oh, really?
You can't make it. in
Were you at
California.
Matt? Were you at Louisville?
Okay.
What was your Matt show?
No, not the.
Uh,
You can't
since
make it in California with the regulations and everything. It's too hard to run trucks.
what are you talking about? All you get to drive 55 everywhere.
Yeah, but every time we drive 55, you think of said, geez, his wife needs a BMW next
Well,
year.
since you're all the way from California and we're doing
BMW, big Mexican woman.
a new release this weekend, you get a free thing of barbecue sauce that we're giving away. Take you.
Moonshine?
No, it's barbecue sauce.
Hey, that's another thing. We're gonna get good moonshine.
Ask him.
I live in Kentucky.
With a big porch you can't sit on.
Oh my God.
Give her one too.
Since I've been here, I picked up.
I brought 30 of them to give away today.
I've been here.
So
And actually, I
Get
got
a t-shirt. This works.
Yep.
you may get one of the bags once they do the raffle.
I don't have a CDL.
Right now,
Oh.
I don't
Your husband does.
Yeah, I don't get no raffle ticket.
They tried to give me one. I go, you want me to win my own thing? I'm gonna put in the raffle. Well, you can switch it with somebody. I said, just. No, they ain't been made yet. The girl's gonna make them wherever she went. So,
Any idiot could drive a truck.
hey, I got an idea. There's a bunch of land right there in Needles, California, right there before you cross over the river.
There's so
I
much
want to build a
competition in
couple
anything.
freight houses there, and I'll haul
And
everything to there, and then you can deliver it around California with your electric truck.
Yeah, electric truck.
Yeah, I'll take it there, and then you take your electric. I'll keep my old 85, and
You might have to convince
Yeah, but
Elon
remember,
for that.
Trump
Yeah.
got rid of the thing.
yeah, I know they did,
So,
but
actually, we just came back from California. We had business meeting in San Diego.
okay.
We drove our car out there. We had our business, turned around, came right back, and there was an electric truck right there driving down. I said, man, I feel sorry for that owner. And she said, why? Because Trump got rid of the electric stuff for California.
After they bought them all, yeah.
After they bought them all. And
Wow.
it was in Long Beach, the port drove. Where are they going to park? They park them on the street and in their backyard.
Where are they going to charge them at?
Well, where are they going to get the power to charge it?
What kills me is like New York City. You're going to see
Wow.
a 50-story building with 700 orange cords hanging out down to the street. That's what it, And I nothing. I'm not all for China or electric. China's smart. They did all their electric trucks where you pull in, they pull the battery out, put a new battery in, you keep going, and then they charge the batteries. That's how they do it. And it's like, why would we not build? If you're going to do electric cars, you make
Let's
them
not
like
do
gas.
that either.
I know,
Okay.
but it's still, if you're going to do it, you don't do it like a phone. You can't.
You know the oldest saying, the most smartest people are the stupidest people.
That's right.
If you're gonna
If
do
you want
electric,
something-
why don't you do
Where?
do the hybrid way?
Whatever.
Like Edison Motors.
Yep.
You know, if you want electric, I don't have a problem if you want to
Do it, yeah.
But do it with a generator on board in a way so that we don't all sit there and
That's
laugh
not-
at you for the
Look at
little
him.
Honda generator.
I love those in the back of Tesla pickups.
I did
You know.
one of my trucks before.
Yeah.
It worked.
And you know what? As much as they hate to say it, the nuclear submarines have small nuclear things about the size of that trailer in submarines that can power whole cities. You want to be clean? There's a way to do it clean. We've been doing it for years on ships and stuff.
You know, in California, just like here, we've gone here, they're doing a lot of solar ranches. They're building. In
I turned it
California,
up.
It's all over solar
It
ranches.
is what it is.
I deliver to solar ranches, and when you go solar, it's supposed to be environmentally good for environment. They give me sleeves that I can protect my skin, cover my face, because the solar they're so hot they
Yeah.
burn you.
Hit him with
Now,
the
here it
baby
is.
Jesus.
The desert's a beautiful place. You see the desert. All you see now on I-10 going to Arizona is solar plants.
You apparently ain't drove down 13 over here in the last couple weeks, have you?
Heard about it. I haven't-
We just drove by there yesterday. I'm like, what the hell is this?
It takes the beauty away from the ecosystem.
Yeah,
And then
eco,
you go to
eco.
solar plants.
Not echo,
Oh my
eco. Yeah, the guy that can't speak
Who
English.
are you to correct
Yeah.
anyone?
The man
I've
that can't-
never seen that happen before.
You had to take it while you could, didn't you?
Wow.
He got me nervous.
The ma-
You see these big educated words?
That's right. I speak the King's English
He
over
would have
here.
said something like lacko system or wacko system or
Jacko system.
lactose system.
It's not good for the environment.
Yeah.
But it is what
Neither's cow fart, but I'm still eating a cheeseburger.
I'm going to eat.
I like cheeseburgers.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to eat it. But the thing is, out here, I'm going to take you guys straight out. The number
Now I'm gonna ask you guys what the rainbow's really for.
English.
Talk
Yeah.
about
That's the number one thing I
Meat
pick
and
up from
electric and-
customers, because I said yes, because I can't communicate with them. It is a safety issue. Not to be in a bad part, but the thing is, it is a safety issue.
Yeah.
I don't say-
If you can't read the signs and you can't speak to people, you don't need to be out here driving.
Well, with the framework here, I'll tell you I talk to them every 2 months. Me and 10 other owners, we have phone conferences with them. And one of the issues that came up is why there's so many truck accidents. We coming across Arizona, a major one. It was fatality. It was horrible.
Wasn't the one with the tanker on fire, was it?
This one just happened an hour before we got there.
Okay.
Sure, you snuck in, caused the accident. And then you like snuck by to see your.
Now they're saying 93% of accidents are caused by very inexperienced
Drivers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And thing is, because I've been doing this 38 years, third generation, I haven't got my dad's cab over tattooed on me. But thing is that trucking is not the way it used to be.
Mm-mm.
Trucking needs
Well,
where I grew up is where you see a truck pulled over, you give them room, or 5 trucks will pull over. How can
we were talking about that right before you walked up here. Trucking today is much better than it was 30 years ago. You didn't have to stop and go find a phone booth and call in twice a day. You didn't have to lay a map across the steering wheel. You didn't break along the side of the highway and walk up to the farmhouse to have somebody call and get you help. I mean, so we do have it easier today. It's easier, yes. I don't know if it's better or worse, but it is easier and it is safer. But the problem is we've made it so easy that they let anybody do it now without having the knowledge that it takes.
And some of what you're talking about though just goes to overall society. Like we're not the same. So the stuff what you're saying, if 5 trucks stopping to help the one truck, 5 cars don't stop and help one car anymore either, or any of that. You know, your neighbor is in trouble and we don't help our neighbor. I don't even want my neighbors looking at me through their window. You know, I'm like, close your shade.
I'm going to say thank you for looking.
I run around naked all the time. I give my neighbors a show. I don't want to have to pay for
anybody
cable
anymore. And
no, it ain't a good show, but it's a show.
Showed up at TA when I picked up at my customer and
It's family friendly because it includes the whole
He
family.
ripped off a glad hand and he couldn't figure out. He thought they just snapped. But I said, "Sir, do you got tools?" "Oh no. I got no tools. What do I do?" I mean, I'm going to go and do what I can, and I grabbed my tools and put it on and showed them how to do it next time. You all containers. That's what I grew up in the industry, where my dad actually ironed his pants before he drove, where drivers took pride in them.
Button-up shirt, cowboy boots,
pride in their work
dress
now,
pants,
so
and a belt
anywhere.
buckle. My dad was the same way, all through.
Exactly. I was 6 years old when my dad first came out. And
My dad still does this stuff to this day. He's still a long hauler.
The doghouse and sat on his lap. That was the first time I got behind a steering wheel going down freeway at night.
All right.
That's the truck I tattooed on me. But
What-
the thing is, with our industry now, they even came out and said, just pull up. The next year and a half is going to be even rougher. It's going to take time before we could even ourselves out. It's not just because Trump jumped in. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Our industry we're at rock bottom. The only way we could go is up. But there is a lot more stuff that we need to realize, because right now, I talked to a lot of these drivers. All these guys, mostly 90% of them only get their loads on boards. And that's one of our weakest points. I do own a broker company. And thing is that I see what's there. You can't do that. I explained to them, I'm not the best looking driver there is, but I jump in my car and I go to manufacturing, I go sell my company.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. So
That's why. So right nowadays, anybody could drive a truck, but right now you need to be smart business.
Mhm.
You need to look. Oh well, I need $4 or $5 a mile.
I do. I do. I know.
But the thing is, you look at value. Okay, well, I'm going to give you 20 loads a month. All right. Well, now you're looking at value. Now you could work with that.
Yeah. Well,
and your guaranteed loads.
I'm going to cut you off because we're running out of time here.
Oh, we ran out of time a half an hour ago.
So, yeah, we're running over on that, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, so we all get out there, and I appreciate what everybody's doing, what they can out here. And I thank all you guys for coming out here, supporting this. This is a wonderful show. So,
Thank
is
you
it?
for showing up and.
We do,
Yes.
So you want to wrap it up, guys?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, we can still talk, but we got to.
Well,
we gotta end the
this is all going in the live stream, so.
Put another quarter in.
Every time we go and do a show, I think of more stuff we've got to spend money on, like shotgun microphones and like, well, I didn't even think about people walking up.
Yeah.
I should have, obviously.
Yeah.
You're the
People
tech
walking
guy,
up
and you
and-
didn't got the tech we needed.
And-
I got
He was just
Bluetooth little
saying what's wrong
clip-ons
with the
in the truck,
workforce
you know.
out here.
Well.
Run to his BMW. I heard it start automatic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Down right now.
Turn the air on. It's hot out. I don't want to have to sit.
Big Mexican woman in there running on the turns.
I guess so.
I have
But-
squirrels.
Where can they find us, boys?
Well, anyways, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, go ahead and email the show at 3ftpodcast.org. Get us up on the socials. We're everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Dave makes
Spotify.
TikTok, Spotify. Well, where you can contact us. But yeah, to consume the show, yes, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you get your podcasts. We're there. We will be back next week.
Live.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Facebook
Facebook.
Live.
Yeah,
Slowly working on
we're
TikTok.
trying. We're getting.
We're not there yet.
Drive to that one.
So until then, I'm Bill.
And your old buddy Dave.
That's it, Dave.
That's it.
I've been the girl.
And this is Steve. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week.
Thanks everybody for coming.
Thanks a lot, folks.
Bye.